My name is Vetri Vel, and for my research I developed a real-time fall detection system using thermal imaging and deep learning. And my motivation was I heard many instances of older adults falling and not getting help for hours. And you can imagine how agonizing this would be. While there are commercial systems, they have issues. And in the case of medical alert pendants, older adults often forget or prefer not to wear them and may be unable to use them if injured after a fall, or if they fall from something like low blood pressure. As an example, my neighbor's elderly mother removed the medical alert pendant before going to church, and then forgot to wear it after returning, then fell and broke her hip and couldn't call for help. And only the next day did people check on her and she had to be admitted to the hospital. And this is actually a big problem because over a quarter of older adults and half of the oldest adults fall each year. And quick assistance is critical after a fall, reducing hospitalization by 26% and death rate by 80%. But unfortunately, in over 20% of cases, the individual may fall for over an hour before getting help, because many of them live alone. I will demonstrate how my real-time fall detection system works. The system is wall-mounted with a thermal camera connected to a Raspberry Pi. So here are the raw thermal images taken at the max frame rate, and you can see a person walking, and then sitting down. And when they get up, they then fall, and now they can't get up and call for help. So you can see that the person's fallen in the thermal images, but the question is, how do you get the computer to detect it? So to do this, I thresholded the images by looking at histograms and setting all the background values to 0, and so you just are left with the human heat sources and some background heat source. And then, again, this is the same set of thermal images, so the person falls, and now you can see them more clearly on the floor. And finally, the system segments each image and classifies each extracted feature using a trained convolutional neural network. And blue represents non-human, green is normal human, and when the person falls, we see red is for fallen human. And when the average fall score goes above threshold, the system then calculates movement score between images. And if that stays below a threshold for a set period of time, the system then calls for help. And you can see it counting down, and then it sends a fall alert. And here we can see a sample text message that is sent to a family member. And I think this system could mean the difference between someone lying on the floor for a day versus getting help in 10 to 20 minutes, which improves the safety and independence of older adults living at home. And I made the system open source in GitHub with all the programs and instructions so anybody who wants to can implement it. And this means it's a one-time cost for the hardware. But going beyond fall detection, the system is versatile and can be used for other applications, such as monitoring if an autistic child wanders at night, or seeing if an older adult with Alzheimer's wanders out of their house. And my methods are generalizable, so it can be reprogrammed for this. And I'd like to stress that this system is especially important during pandemics, where older adults may not get the help they need after a fall because they're more isolated at home or in assisted living facilities and people cannot check on them as much.